You're rolling. Go ahead.
You're
What do you
rolling?
want to talk
Okay.
about?
Now, I want to point out something.
Whose bald head is that?
Okay.
Right away, he's interjecting, right?
I want to point something out here. Okay, now, Ray's luncheonette, this was our bedroom, right here. See where this bedroom is? This is our bedroom, right guys? That was our bedroom. We had 4 beds in a row.
Right.
When Ray was at home, it was Ray, Teddy, Ronnie, and Albert, all right? They went down descending. And as the guys moved out, I got closer and closer to the window. And finally, finally I fought Ronnie, and I finally got next to the window, right? So we had two beds left. Now, when I was small, I used to jump from bed to bed to bed,
Right.
right? And twice, I broke the slats in the bed.
Right.
So my father came up and screaming at me for breaking the beds, and I hid under the bed, and he got a broom handle and smacked me so hard in the head that I had a knot in my head that must have lasted for a week.
And that's why you know how he is, That's the reason.
So that's what happened to the beds.
And the head.
Prior to that, if I just may inject, prior to him, my dad using a broomstick on him, the 2 older brothers were witnessing more severe beatings with a rubber hose.
With a rubber hose.
Right.
And my mom would say, he come running up with a rubber hose, she would knock on the pipe, and he'd come running up, and he's busy as hell in the store, what's the matter? His kids are driving me crazy. And he would take the rubber hose and swing up my legs, and mother would go, don't hit him in the head, Ray, hit him in the legs, hit him in the legs.
Oh,
Don't hit him in the head.
After a while, she said, leave him alone.
Right.
You know, you're doing too much damage here.
My father used to beat us, my mother be in the background
She'd be
screaming. She'd be crying. Don't hit him anymore, don't hit him anymore.
We could roll a couple times. All right, so we're rolling right
Is this,
now.
are they both working now?
They're both working, so I want you to introduce yourself. I'm Ray Vetrini. I'm Ted Vetrini. I'm Al Vetrini.
Tell them who you are.
I'm your father.
Would you forget your
I
name?
need my name, Academy Award star.
Stop the cameras.
Keep going.
Cut.
Bro, you can take it all out in the outtakes.
I'm a runner-up Academy Award winner.
No,
Ted
no
Vetrini.
goofing around. This one I want you to go straight. I want you to say, hi, and this is what I want you to hear. Hang on a minute. I'm going to tell you, so you're doing a dry run on
Okay, now we ready to
our
shoot
DVD,
now?
on our DVD commentary, all right? We're not going to even use the video either. We're just using the audio.
I want to see the video.
Well, but it's separate. Don't you understand? That's a separate
I
thing.
understand. I understand.
Right.
All right, Alfred.
Okay, we'll start with you. Did you go already?
No, I'm waiting.
Are you waiting?
We're rolling.
For my cue.
We're rolling.
Great, go.
This is Ray Vetrini.
Hi, I'm Ted Vetrini.
And I'm Al Vetrini, the baby of the family.
And what are we here for today?
And we are here to do a narration of our family's
8mm films.
history, our family
8mm.
history and memories of our growing up and so forth and so
All
on.
right, cut. Let's do it again.
Let's get...
No, come on. All I want is that little bit. The rest is going to be all free form. All I want is that little bit. So, Ray Vetrini, Ted Vetrini, Al Vetrini.
That's all you
We're here today to provide narration for the family's 8mm films that were shot in the 50s. That's all you got to say. Take 2.
Ready? Hi, I'm Ray J Vetrini, Jr.
I'm Ted E. Vetrini.
And I'm Albert J. Theodore Vetrini, and we are here today to do a narration of videos made by Al Vetrini as a child, and so forth and so on.
Okay.
Cut.
All right, that was good. That was
We
good.
can cut that and
That
redo
really
it.
isn't
Yeah, no.
accurate.
Right.
Well, I shot the films.
You didn't shoot
You
the
shoot
film.
all
You
that.
filmed it.
Oh my
Well,
God.
he shot the film
I can
before.
see us
I shot
Monday
the film
morning,
Florida, didn't
right?
I?
Look,
I've been making coffee all weekend.
You better put a
No,
pot
you
on.
go back with the real.
No, now you're gonna talk about the pipes. So I hear about the freaking pipes.
All right.
All right, let's get the notes out. How many times are you gonna do this pipe
All right,
joke?
no more pipe jokes.
Listen,
Oh, wait a minute. There's a pipe.
Put it down the pipe.
can you get rid of this part of this video? Huh? You can't
Come
get
on,
rid
you
of
got to describe what we're doing.
Cut.
Okay, so let me tell you, they weren't even there.
Okay.
This
So
is
this
a
is
trip.
the deal.
This is a trip when Mom and Dad, my brother Ronnie, owned Florida from East Rutherford, New Jersey, in a 1951 Pontiac Catalina. No air conditioning. Ronnie and I in the back seat, and this camera was turned down going over the Chesapeake Bay Bridge. And I had a fascination with pipes. So, anyway, this is the Chesapeake Bay.
Right.
And I knew that my brother Teddy someday would beat this freaking joke to death about pipes on a bridge. So here we
And they
are
still
going
have the
across.
same pipes.
We still have the same pipes. In fact, I was so inspired that I came back and tried to become a painter on this bridge to paint these pipes.
Look at that big bridge in the background.
Look at that
there.
bridge, yeah.
Oh,
That's the whole bridge.
Oh, is it?
You never been
So-
over this bridge?
Yeah, once or twice.
Yeah.
Which
I
bridge is
took
the
them all.
This is
Chesapeake
the
Bay Bridge?
Chesapeake Bay Bridge.
Chesapeake Bay
Bay
Bridge.
We were in a car.
Yeah.
What you? What the hell were you?
What the hell is it? We're walking.
A donkey or what?
Right.
I was in a car.
Bay Bridge Tunnel. Did you take any pictures of the tunnel?
There was no tunnel. This is
Was
the
no
Bay
tunnel
Bridge, no
then?
tunnel in.
Right,
That was the harbor
okay.
tunnel.
There was,
I didn't know that.
This is the only way you could get down to Florida.
in fact, the U.S. wasn't even born yet.
Is that true? You can only get to Florida by going that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you went somehow through Pennsylvania,
boat.
came around all the way around
If
the
you went
other
by
side.
boat, it was easier.
You couldn't get through Washington, around Washington?
You
Oh,
could,
whoa.
if you wanted.
95 system didn't exist, did it?
Where's
No.
Was this a state prison here?
That's the American Tobacco Company in
Really?
Richmond, Virginia. That's exactly
Did
right.
you
What is
stop-
this sign? North
Did you
Carolina?
stop in for a couple of?
I did. That's right. I bought cigarettes for raised
One
buddy
of my friends
by
got
the
the-
case.
All
My
right, so we
friend
want
gets
to
a
try and
cigarette.
not talk over each other. I know, this is good. I'm not saying it's bad, okay? But let's try and get a little more focused
On the,
and on the whatever, and then jokes kind of like, the one, the.
You actually want me to narrate this trip
Yeah,
to
kind of
Florida?
like, well, not the whole thing. You don't have to, it's not every second of it, But just tell us what's going on during the whole thing, all right?
He's the best narrator,
We're still
but he was
rolling.
the
Yeah,
only-
no, he is, that's fine.
Well,
they
But
just-
occasionally I want you guys to, when you know
It's
about
called
something.
porn.
Right. Which we didn't
And
know anything about.
The reason I took that picture there, okay, those were like the shanty shacks where the farmers lived. All right, so those are all African Americans there
okay.
in those shacks. And this is where we stopped and, watermelon and so forth and say,
Wow.
and
You-
Ronnie, Mom.
You're talking about colored folk.
We're talking about, the 50s, but now we're in 2012, Ted.
Okay.
I know you're still stuck in the 50s.
Okay.
All right.
I got you.
Well, Ronnie was tall.
Yeah, Ronnie was about 6'2".
Wow.
Now, Dad's fast asleep here.
Is
He's
he?
fast asleep. Watch. I'm going to walk up on him. I'm going to wake him up and he's
Are
going to...
you?
Yeah, watch. He's fast asleep. Because he's been driving all day.
Yeah,
no one else
I
drove
believe
but him. He had long pants on.
Yeah.
Okay, watch. He's
It's like
fast asleep.
Look like camo
Yeah.
It
pants.
looks like he was painting in those pants.
You could have been.
Probably was.
There he is. There. Woke him up. Wow.
right. Oh,
And there he
Well,
is.
there's Mr. America.
There he
There
is.
he is now.
What a...
All right, so the
Dad brought
question,
his
Tell
own
me.
camera, his own pillow with him.
That's right. He brought his own
Pillow
pillow.
with a nice pillowcase.
the question remains, who's shooting
Telling
this?
you.
It must have been Ronnie or my mother or my father, obviously.
No, when Mom used the cameras, she used to go like this.
Because he was moving pictures.
She thought you had a move.
So he had to move the camera.
Anyway,
And those are tobacco plants.
I see a motorcycle. Did Ronnie come down my motorbike or what?
So those are tobacco plants in, I guess, Georgia or North Carolina someplace?
Carolinas.
Carolinas?
Yeah.
North
How
Carolina.
do I know? I wasn't there.
That's exactly right. Where were you anyway?
I don't know.
This
I
was-
think-
you watching the store?
No, I was
Him
fighting.
and I were running the
I
store.
think I was
I mean,
fighting.
I was, he was never there.
Right, I used to bug out as much as I could. Anyway, where's this place? It
This
looks like
is-
a penitentiary.
That was one of the fancy motels we stayed
Holy
in.
mackerel.
Now that's one of the sharecroppers cabins.
Really?
I guess. Yeah, look at that dog out there.
Wow. Okay. What state is this?
I guess it's North Carolina, Georgia,
Uh-huh.
because the next one we get to is when we said we get to Florida. We got to Florida and we would
Where's the
stop.
price of gas here, Al? No, can't see
Probably
it.
about
You missed
23,
it.
23 cents a
20 cents a
gallon.
gallon.
I was
No, I
thinking
see a
it's
zero.
It's a 3.
Well, it's because it hasn't been used.
Oh, okay.
No, there's a 3 up on the top.
That's right.
Well, were those doors, were they married?
They married. Okay, what does this sign say here? Wait a minute.
Well, this should be interesting.
to Florida. See, we finally made it to Florida.
you're going in
Route
the right
78.
direction anyway.
Exactly.
You know?
But that was not Florida. It was just pointing the way.
What was
But
that?
this is not. This is going to Savannah.
We advanced from pipes now to concrete.
Now, see, I was in the front seat,
Yeah.
but you can see the sticker there.
Uh-huh.
Look at those homes in Savannah.
What was that, bird trap on the windshield?
Probably. So we're coming up to this bridge, and there we go.
What the hell?
What'd you have to drink that day?
Well, I wanted to make sure I got the whole bridge in, so I tipped the camera. What are you talking about? Oh, I didn't know about editing yet. What does that sign say?
Welcome to Florida.
Welcome to Florida. There we go. So Dan was in his glory because in Florida you could have all the orange juice you could drink for a dime. So we would stop at the orchards
Was it?
and he would just load up on orange juice. If he could have taken it back to the store, he would have.
Wow.
So this is one of the motels. This is, I guess, St. Augustine.
Well, Mom was pretty trim there.
Well, you know, this
She's
is
like the
1953.
Yeah. Wow.
There he is again.
Look at those sleeves rolled up. I don't think I was smoking in public then yet.
Were you smoking then, Al?
I
You
really
don't
don't know. I really don't remember.
What age were you there?
I was trying to figure that out. I was about 15 or 16, I guess. Something like that.
Yeah, 'cause it had to be 55. You went something like that, right?
Yeah, something like 55. San Marco. I have no recollections of these. We must have been going out to dinner because Dad looked he's all dressed up.
Man, that guy's rear end was taken over by that car there. Holy Christ.
That's Satchmo there.
There's more color folk here.
So we took this guided tour around St. Augustine.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That was nice. There's another Catalina there. Did you go by?
No, go by. I remember we went to the Ripley Museum.
You did?
Believe it or not, it was down there. Yeah.
It was where I took the kids when we went to St. Augustine. We went to that museum.
What?
Yeah.
And same museum.
Yeah, same museum. We were staying in Fort Lauderdale at the skateboard park. And I
And you went over
convinced
to
them to go to St. Augustine one day. Or we went home if they wouldn't go.
See,
We're focused on the 50s here, not the 70s.
Well, we're just bringing some whatchamacallit in.
Bring it up to
Little
date.
slice
Yeah,
of-
right, yeah.
Oh, look at this woman there now. Big long dress.
She is a
Southern Belle.
Southern Belle, exactly.
This
This
St.
should be.
Augustine.
I
The
should have
oldest something.
got oldest house in America. I should have gotten an Academy Award for this
Really?
documentary.
Yeah, not bad.
If you want me to pause it, let me know if you
Yeah,
want to
I'm
expound on
getting tired of talking.
Well, I'm saying if you want to pause at some point during it.
Oh, so you explain
you
some
can explain something.
historical?
Because this is not going to necessarily be, real time with this, because it's obviously going to be all edited, so I can
Right.
pull out whatever. That's why you kind of need to
Okay, yeah, I see it.
leave some space between and not talk over each other when you want to make a comment.
Mhm.
If someone stops talking, you got to wait that long
Okay.
before you kind of, get into the next thing.
A1A, that's the other road in the shore.
It's true.
Yeah. Down to, we didn't get this far last time.
By the way, the sign there where it said, this way to Florida, it said 17A.
17A?
17A was
Huh?
a road there, unless it was 1A,
Could be
1A.
1A.
1A, yeah, it might have been. It looked like 17.
I think it was 1A because it's still that road.
Yeah, I've been on
That road, that
Right.
road close to the beach is 1A, 1A something or something.
What is this here? Fountain of Youth.
Fountain of Youth.
This is where Ponce de Leon.
Looking for the Fountain of Youth, I guess, yeah.
Al went there, but it didn't work.
They must have, I don't know. I remember we went and saw a Seminole Indian village too. I don't know. And
Oh,
we
yeah?
saw, we saw a guy wrestle an alligator.
Oh, all right.
A little one. It wasn't very big. It was a little one.
But
Old jail. That's right. In fact, they kind of make purses out of it. He was stuffed.
In one shot.
He threw him over and he took him over and made a purse out of him.
yeah, he was dead too.
These are some kind of guards. Obviously a fort at St. Augustine. This was a prisoner of war camp during
Is
the
that
Civil War.
Right.
Yeah. Right, you're right. Did you bring notes on this?
Yes, I did, I
He
remember.
forgot his notes.
How's that?
Looked like a very large cannonball.
Kind of cannonball.
Yeah, it's a hell of a cannon. It wasn't a big howitzer. All right, so those are pelicans.
Pelicans.
All
Right, pelicans.
They ain't even
Slow-
flapping.
Well, not slow motion.
Oh,
They're flapping,
oh, a little, most of them.
And they almost became extinct, you know.
generating a hell of a lot of updraft
Who's
to them
extinct?
wings.
Pelicans almost became extinct.
Well,
They're just starting to bring them back now.
where were they?
Extinct means they went to Cuba. They're all communists.
They were on the endangered species list?
Yeah,
Yeah?
pelicans, yeah, uh-huh. They're just bringing them back.
'Cause when I went to Florida, I saw quite a bit of them.
Me too.
When were you in Florida? When'd you go to Florida?
We went
a
down
number of
because of
times.
Glory and.
Oh, that's right, you went with them?
Yeah.
So this
How
is the
many times?
aquarium?
Twice, yeah.
We went twice, to drop Phyllis off by her daughter,
Oh, that's right, yeah.
and we went down to Lori.
All right, let's focus on this.
Oh,
If we were to do that again.
there we
I don't
go.
wanna drop
So
it.
this is the undersea world, and that's a giant grouper. All right, see that grouper there? That's
Yeah.
a barracuda.
Oh, okay.
All right, and on this trip, and now I'm starting to recall things.
Yeah,
On this trip, we went down to the Keys.
okay.
Okay, went to
Yeah.
the Keys, and we stayed in this motel. I probably have pictures of it. I don't remember. It'll come along. It was called Marathon Key. It's one of the first places you come to on the
Uh-huh.
Keys,
Yeah,
and there was a place where they would take you scuba diving.
uh-huh.
So I talked Mom and Dad into let me try go scuba diving for the very first time,
Really?
and that's where I learned to scuba dive.
Okay.
I went with this guy on a boat. It was a long ride down Route 1, and they taught me how to scuba dive.
Really?
And Mom and Dad were just petrified that I had drowned.
Holy mackerel. Well, that is kind of intimidating, you know, to go underwater and be able to breathe, right? By somebody looking at you.
Well, this was a very low budget, so this guy just gave me a big giant straw. So I was 20 feet down,
Oh, I might just
so
shield you
figured
in
out
the
his
bathroom. I
straw.
gotta use the bathroom.
Hey, go use my bathroom.
Oh, okay,
All right, go inside the bedroom, make a left.
right.
It's gonna be on the narration.
It's all gonna get edited out, obviously.
Use my
We want-
bathroom.
again,
Why don't you pause this? Pause this and pause. The cameras are going.
The cameras are
I'm
going.
getting tired of talking. Yeah.
Well, this is your deal. Obviously, your.
Well, hey, what is it that you just don't want to spend money on haircuts, so you'll get them once a year? Is that what
right.
it is?
That's
Cheap
what I figured
bastards,
I'd do.
Yeah. Yeah, she said, she's losing money on you.
Who does? Who does your?
I go to the same barber.
She says you're losing money on
Yeah, she
it?
says you don't see her no more.
Well, I know, I go there every 3 weeks. She's bullshit.
Yep. No, I'm
Yeah.
only kidding you.
Oh,
I'm kidding you.
All right, here we go. We're rolling
Back to
again.
Florida.
Back to
We're
Florida.
back to the. You got both cameras running.
Both
Okay.
cameras are on.
Okay, so this is Marine Land. Among several noted places, we went to Cypress Garden. You'll see the famous water skiers, and then we went to Silver Springs,
uh-huh.
Florida. I got pictures of it from the glass bottom boat. I think should be coming up here.
Well, obviously you went through Miami to get down to the Keys.
Evidently.
Hmm.
Now that I didn't
Well,
even
that's
remember
right.
going in until I just thought about the scuba diving, because the motel we stayed at in Marathon, in fact, it may still even be there. It had a pool in the back of the motel that was like actually carved out of coral, and they used the ocean water
Really?
it was a saltwater pool.
Yeah?
And we went out there one night, and off the dock there was this big barracuda, big barracuda floating off the
Really?
dock. Yeah, it was
Really?
amazing. I never saw one before.
Mhm.
So when I went scuba diving, the guy said I had a miraculous medal Mom had given me to wear around my neck.
Right.
Okay, and the guy says you shouldn't wear that. And the guy, I said, why not? He says, because a barracuda is going to come up and and bite your throat.
It's like a lure you had on your
There's another sideways shot.
Yeah.
You remember the guy telling you that though?
Oh yeah, I remember because he was telling us stories.
Mhm.
He said that he took someone scuba diving one time, and the guy poked his head into a big coral reef,
Yeah.
and he was
Will
actually,
Leo come out?
no, it was a grouper. A
Really?
giant grouper, he put his head in a grouper's mouth.
Holy mackerel.
That's a nice tasty fish.
Oh, yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Real grouper, yeah.
But you don't like whitefish anyway, so what's the difference?
You like whitefish?
No, white, you know, you always said you're not for white. You like rather eat mussels or clams or shrimp.
So you
Yeah,
like fish?
Did you bring any with you?
No.
You want that Tuesday night? Is that you put in your?
Tuesday night.
You would like
All right,
wild
focus,
hot
focus,
sauce? Oh, okay,
people.
wait a minute. So this is the, is it a dolphin? Is it a dolphin?
You
We're
could
not
still be conscious of what's going on and maybe ask a question, make a comment.
Give me a list of questions.
You were supposed to write them down. That's why I told you to write them down.
Well, they don't know anything about this
I
trip.
wrote
I know that,
They
but
don't
he
know
just
anything about
asked
this
me, and
trip. I wrote
I
a
said
bunch
that
of
he could
stuff
make a
down, but I
comment,
told you I
he could
couldn't
ask
find
a
the
question, and not talk about the 70s when he took Jimmy and his friend to Florida.
He's gonna order this.
Why not?
He's
It
gonna,
reminds me of another incident.
yeah, but it's gotta be the film.
But when
It's
we're
gotta be the
talking
film.
about
It's
this,
not,
It's relevant to the film.
it's not
videos.
relevant to the film.
yes it is.
No, it's not.
Because it was there.
No.
Well, it's close.
Another side
There's
shot.
another side shot.
Well, I'll tell you, you were great with those side shots.
Is there any pipes there?
No,
No pipes.
See, there you go.
we're coming to that. He's gonna go back to New Jersey with the other side
That's
of the
right.
road.
Well, we're gonna do reverse. Look at those dolphins, will you? Those poor things are captive dolphins.
Right.
What are they throwing in fish?
They're showing them tourists. Look at those, great photography. You never saw this, Celia, right? You never saw this trip to Florida?
No, I don't
I
recall
never
seeing
saw
it.
it.
I might have, but I don't recall it.
You guys, you never saw these?
I never saw these.
Jeez.
Actually, it's quite uneventful.
Al, are you still doing scuba diving at all?
No,
No.
I haven't gone. Last time I went scuba diving was my 25th wedding anniversary.
Is that right? Yeah?
Yeah, in Mexico. That was it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't bring the pipe with me. So here's a guy going down there feeding the dolphins. All right. And there you look at him, he's down in there with a water hose, an air hose rather. They got a water hose feeding the dolphins.
He's got
Hey,
that.
these are rare pictures, you know.
They
Yeah.
are,
Diving
These are
bell.
historical document.
I believe it.
Because this place, I don't even think is there anymore. I think it's now called SeaWorld or something like that, Marine World. Oh, man. Yeah, so as you can see what's going on here. They're feeding the fish. There's a grouper. That's a grouper
Yeah,
right there.
That's a grouper. That's a
Moose,
big
see
one
it.
too.
So
Oh,
moose, you can put your mouth head in one of those.
Uh-huh.
They've been selling around the country the fake grouper. There's a big
Oh, yeah?
big scandal about fish.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I haven't heard that one.
There he is. Okay, this is now
That's the
Daytona
moose.
Beach. Daytona Beach. There's the 51 Pontiac Catalina.
You could actually
Oh,
take
if that car could talk when I got it in high school. Man, oh man.
Really?
I don't think you could do that today, can you?
And
With the
Daytona,
car?
I think they stopped it because people were getting run over.
Oh.
Wow.
You can see the cars later on passing behind us. And this is how the, the Daytona 500. See, when I watch the cars, you'll see them driving around. I think they just had those things on the beach for tourists. There's a guy, somebody driving
Well,
right there.
you recall, we stopped in Daytona to eat
Yeah.
on the way back
Yeah.
from leaving Laurie to
Yeah.
pick Phyllis up.
Yeah, I remember. You don't want you to.
Focus, people, focus.
This is all part of what's going on down there at another date. It's all the same.
Well, you need a piece of film for that, though.
Oh, well, it's all right.
No, it's not all
We
right.
don't have any film of that. We didn't take any pictures. Geez, I don't remember the second car, Albert. You know?
51. You were still at home. You were still home at 50 when you bought that.
I was in the accident with Gene.
Yeah,
In the
48.
49 or 48,
49.
and that car was a total loss.
That's when he bought that car.
What?
That's when he bought that car.
It's true.
And he had all those years.
48. I'm so, no talking.
No, 48, and we had the accident in, What was it?
50.
no, I couldn't, I didn't meet Gene until 50 or 51.
Well, that was a 51 Pontiac.
Right.
Why are you whispering?
Because they're not supposed to be talking. Okay, this is fishing.
No.
This is fishing. Mom and Ronnie stayed home. All right.
Wow, look at
Because
these.
Mom didn't want Ronnie to go out on the boat. She was afraid that something would happen with him on a boat. So just the two of us. Now I don't know if these are obviously were not the fish we caught because Dad's dressed pretty well. So he must have went down and looked at the dock to see what it was like. But we did go out. And I remember him sitting in a chair, hooking into a big fish,
Uh-huh.
and it was so hard for him to pull in. The mate had to help him reel
Really?
the fish in. Yeah.
That guy with the hat and the cigarette reminds me of a guy on the boat when you guys were bluefishing.
Yeah.
He
By
looks
the
like,
way,
he looks like my
Those are
friend that
bonita.
smokes.
Those are bonita.
The guy in the diving pool,
Yeah.
was that Jacques Cousteau?
That was his. That was Jacques Cousteau's grandfather. That's a hell of a bunch of fish there.
It is.
Now, you know what? I found out later on, Ted.
What?
Those were actually rubber fish, and they would do that every day to make the tourists come down to rent the boat. So they put them on, take them off, put them on, take them off.
He was taking credit for that catch, that's what he was doing.
Where are we now?
Where? Let me see. Where are we? There's a sign coming up.
He's
What
in
does
the
it
car
say?
riding.
We're in the car riding, slow motion. Where are we? What does that say there? Silver Springs. And this is at Silver Springs. And I recently read in the paper this beautiful spot is now being destroyed.
Really?
Yes, from fertilizer
Really?
and pumping the water out for business and farmers, and they're just ruining the whole springs.
Where is that? Is that South Florida, Central,
This
or
is sort of like Central Florida.
Central Florida?
Yeah, I remember driving there. That's those are old glass bottom boats.
Wow.
And then you'll see later on
It's
they
all
have
destroyed?
it's being polluted, so you can't see down there anymore. These crystal springs. And you're gonna see some people come up. I think I'm in a grill with they do like a
Mermaid?
a mermaid kind of thing underwater. Yeah, I think I remember that.
Well, when we went down by Chucky,
Here he comes.
Can't talk.
oh no, sorry, you can't bring that, not related to
It's
that.
not related to this.
Not related to this.
Well, it's related to the quality of the water.
That's no. You should have before and after film. The pictures that you took, you can't see anything. It's all black now. It looks like oil.
This is great photography.
You like it? Hey, through a glass bottom boat. What the hell do you want? Jesus Christ.
I'd knock a hole in the glass so you can stick the camera in the water.
No, this is going on in the spring.
He had a glass bottom
See how
camera.
much better it is on top of the
I know,
water?
that's right. But you went there so you could see
Yeah.
down in the water.
Just a minute, I gotta take those ducks.
Take those ducks, right.
Boom.
Now, this is what?
The
This
gator.
is the gator farm.
Oh, man,
Oh,
how's
okay.
that guy manage to handle that big gator?
Oh, that's small.
That's the one he wrestled.
That's a ready-made pocketbook.
Right. All they gotta do is put it in.
That's right. They put a handle on it, sucker. That's a turtle farm. Now, I think we also went to a serpentarium.
Oh, that ain't but gonna have handle them.
Holy man, look at the size of that snake.
Now they're all over the Everglades. They have a huge
Right,
problem with those
yeah, I
snakes,
know
right?
that. Yeah,
There's big pythons and
yeah.
from, I don't know where they're from,
What?
Thailand?
Crazy to release those things in the Everglades. Crazy.
They're eating a deer.
They are.
Yeah, they eat deer,
Sure.
ducks. So the guy who ran this place, all right, he's a very famous guy. I think it's this guy here.
Uh-huh.
He used to come up on the TV to Zoo Parade with Marlon Perkins.
Oh, really?
Lincoln Park Zoo.
Uh-huh.
Okay, he was an expert because he collected snake venom to make antidotes. I think
Yeah.
that's in there.
Right.
Where
Where's
This is now famous Cypress Springs.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all the acrobats there. They don't do this anymore. I think this place closed down.
Really?
I think so.
Not enough pipes.
Not enough pipes or whatever.
Right.
They were,
Pipes.
What'd you do? Have a cover on the lens to film this?
my thumb was on the lens. Well, that's what Mom and Dad when they went to Italy. They shot all that film with the lens cap on.
Cover off.
They took the cover off.
What do you want? You know, they never did it before.
They never took the cover off. It's
Lost to history.
lost history.
They used up 12 rolls of film with the cap on it.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
All rolled the film and there was nothing there.
All you saw was a red dot.
It's too bad we still don't have the film.
Where was it that they did that? Florida?
Oh, Europe.
Oh, Europe?
They went to Europe and
Yeah, I guess it was Europe.
because I remember being so excited that you know they had film from Europe, and when they came back, we hooked everything up, and it was nothing. It was black.
You're not talking on. You're yelling,
Yeah,
yelling at us.
You're
Yeah, I
way
know,
off,
I can-
you're way off of the
I know.
program.
I can edit it out.
Okay, I got
We're
a
gonna
phone
pause. All right, we're gonna pause.
call. Pause this.
Who's it? The teabaggers?
Well,
Asking for your.
where are we? You gonna move over here?
All right, go ahead. We're rolling.
We're rolling. So we're still at Cypress. No, Cypress Springs. These are the acrobats there, and I read not too long ago talking about the present that they had a collision. And, 2 guys were killed doing this.
Really?
Yeah. That a collision.
Recently? So they closed it
Yeah,
down?
yeah, they closed it down. Maybe not recently, years ago. I think it's one of the reasons they closed it down. Because when they did the jumps, supposedly, okay, there's mom coming out of a motel room.
Let me just pause you right there. I just want to mention that Ray Vetrini's not in the picture right now because his pants are too tight.
Well, pan the camera over so you can see him sitting there.
Now, we're gonna have the film cleaned up nice.
When I'm needed in, I'll be
Take the
back
cap
in there.
off.
I got a tissue to clean the lens. Now this is not bad for an old Kodak
No,
at 8
it
millimeter, right?
All right, don't talk, don't interrupt.
Okay, now this is Miami. This is Collingswood Avenue in Miami.
Miami.
As they say that in Miami. They say Miami down there.
Oh, okay.
Collingswood Ave. And I don't remember where we stayed, but I think I got some pictures that we come up here, some video of the famous Fontainebleau Hotel.
Oh, really?
I think so.
That was the gangster's place.
Well, that was where Sinatra used to stay too. When
Well, he was part of the gang too.
well, he was a gangster too, yeah. But this is Collingswood Ave, very famous street. Notice the sticker the car was due in December. That's a great shot.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Are you looking through the viewfinder on this, or is this guesswork?
This is Braille. I was working through Braille here.
Uh-huh. All right, where are we, Miami?
We're in Miami and Collingswood Avenue.
Oh, okay.
And that's the Algiers. All these places have been torn down. Fontainebleau, they tore that down. I think we're going to come up to it now. I don't remember where we stayed though. Maybe I have pictures of the hotel.
Miami is a little Cuban now.
It's all pretty.
I don't know about the whole city is.
Well, I
This
mean,
is Miami
primarily,
Beach.
it used to be Jewish.
That's the Fontainebleau there.
Right.
I
Oh,
think-
way down the end down
Yeah,
there?
yeah, it was brand new in those days.
Yeah.
And now,
That's where all of the entertainers did.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
what ain't
Yeah,
nice, it
that
was.
was it. I mean, then it was a real big deal.
Sure.
Staying there.
Right.
Susan stayed there with her mother and father and grandparents.
Really?
That's it right there, yeah. He took them down a trip there. Fontainebleau? Yeah.
Oh, before you knew her?
Yeah, when she was a kid in high school. Sure,
Oh,
sure.
okay.
Is that,
Is her sister still in Florida?
As far as I know.
Yeah.
is that torn down?
My understanding is it's been torn down. Now, Mom must have been in her what? Her early 50s or? Oh, this would be 51. She was born in 06. So do your math.
She's
She's born-
50, in her 50s.
She would be 50s.
About late 40s.
47, 48.
47, 48. Uh-huh. So we must have been going out to dinner.
Ronnie was tall. I didn't realize he was that tall.
Yeah, I'm 6. He was about 6'2".
I always tell Teddy, the guy that reminds me of Ronnie right now is the quarterback for the New York Giants.
Yeah, he does.
There's something about him that
Yeah, I
reminds me
agree.
of Ronnie.
Well, he has the shape of a head.
I don't think he looks like him.
No,
There's something that reminds me.
it's the shape of his head.
What is his name again?
It's,
What's the name of this place? I wonder if they made reservations. I don't even recall. You know, I
Manning.
didn't pay attention to these
Eli
hotels.
Manning.
I'll think of it.
Eli Manning. Eli Manning.
What did mother bring, about 18 dresses
Oh,
every
God,
time I
she
see
would
her?
never-
She
yeah,
had a
exactly.
dress on.
Exactly. When she went to Europe, I mean, they have 2 porters carry just her stuff.
Did I ever tell you the story one time I'll bring this in only because you're talking about dresses, unless you want me to wait.
Yeah, why don't you wait?
Why don't you wait?
Michael's gonna have
He's gonna have a conniption. You have to edit all this stuff
a
out.
coronary thrombosis.
All right, I'll wait. to
Michael,
tell you.
what,
We're
what,
supposed to
what?
be focusing on what, I know, it's not, there's not any kind of continuity of this stuff. It's whatever the guy took the film off the reels and put it together. So my camera just stopped.
Must have been going to church. Mom has something over her,
Yeah, it looks like she was.
Hang on a sec.
Egret,
Gotta
is that a
plug my
picture of
camera.
An egret.
Yes.
Why- You're not filming now, Michael?
Yeah, we are, but why?
well, we're filming? We're still rolling here?
With your camera, we're still rolling, yeah.
Oh, with my camera? Jesus, how big is my,
Can we talk or not yet?
You could talk
you
all you
can
like,
talk
go
all you
ahead.
like. Because he's just gonna cut you out, because you never say anything important anyway.
No, listen, what I wanted to ask you was,
Yes.
are you still going to the health store?
Yeah, no, it's
not working.
You like beating us same old jokes, man. You're a real Henny Youngman. You just can't stop with those one-line oldies.
No, I can come up with, I can say, I'll ask for your money back.
That was like when Dyke went shooting down ground to everybody first went. I think he hit about 4. I told him to ask for his money back. I'm gonna give him his money back. 4 out of 20.
What, you run out of on the battery?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I got mine going automatic like that.
What are you connecting, a transducer?
Yep.
All right, we all set here? This is an egret.
We don't need to hear you on either.
Oh, God.
Well,
Well, you're gonna have to have a hard time editing all this stuff out.
That's why I asked you not
I know.
to step on each other
Don't step on
and
lines.
leave a little bit of time between you make a comment. So you kind of gotta work together and leave a little pause if you're gonna talk about something. But we're fine, we're getting some good stuff. Go ahead,
This
roll
was,
it,
this
roll.
was a night maneuver, Ted. So it's totally blank. I was expecting your flashlights from Korea to lighten up this scene. Wait a minute, this is hunting.
Hunting?
This is you and I hunting.
Where?
This is
Pound the
hunting.
goose.
This is hunting up in North Jersey.
Really?
Yeah, you and I went out with the camera
Yeah.
on that that big swamp place. Remember when the game warden chased you and me through the swamp?
Yeah, that's.
This is that place.
Is that right?
Yeah. What the hell is this doing on
That's
here?
big, that's the big.
Remember, keep in mind, there's no continuity of this film.
Oh, okay. So this is Teddy and I. I don't know
So
if we just went out.
The big piece.
The big piece.
Yeah. And
And
plus
this was federal land, right? We weren't supposed to be there. I don't think this is the
That
day.
up on 46, Ted?
It's off of 46. Yeah, there's the towers right over 46 there.
No, when we went gunning there, that's when that guy started to chase us.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I didn't even know we weren't supposed to hunt there. What were you taking me there for?
Well, because where we entered it,
Yeah.
it was legal.
Oh,
But we got onto the property as a
Oh.
result of traveling over land.
I got you. Okay. So this is the, what's it called again? The what?
Big piece.
Big piece? I guess this was in the 50s sometimes.
Where was Makepeace?
Was that? No, that's another place.
Where?
It's down off of Route 30.
Oh, okay.
This must have been early in the morning.
I would say so. I can see
No.
clouds in the background.
No. No, I don't. So this guy who did this just stuck these all together, Mike.
I don't remember seeing all of these geese
Yes.
in there. I see some ducks going
Mhm.
by. but
Now,
I don't
who's
remember
shooting
seeing-
this?
What?
Me, I'm
You
sure.
are? Yeah?
Teddy and I just went out maybe before the season.
No, it was hunting season.
That was hunting season
Yeah.
there.
Sure it was.
But we weren't gun. You weren't gunning. I don't think. What happened there, Mike?
Now this
Transition.
this should be
This is the
bluefishing in
bluefish trip.
Jersey here.
Right.
Oh, this is the one where the whole family went.
Uh-huh.
Again, there's no continuity.
Yeah, right,
of
I
it,
got
so
that,
you're
yeah,
just
so this
talking
is-
about, this is the bluefish stuff.
This
We
was
could-
that's Vinny,
There you go.
a kid
Buddy.
Olson.
There you go.
He lost his wallet sitting on that rail.
Did
Oh,
he?
yeah?
Yeah, his wallet popped out. His wallet popped out.
I don't think I was on this trip.
I don't think so.
That's
Yes, you
That-
were.
Barbarino's wife, trying to
I'm
remember.
on that
That's
trip?
me.
Most
the
likely
pork
you shot
pie
the
hat?
video.
Johnny's got a fish on. Look at him fighting
Could
that
be.
fish.
Could be.
Yeah, because I was fishing, so somebody else had the camera.
Look at the size of that blue.
Well, maybe it was me.
There he is,
Cranking them in.
cranking them in.
Bob Costa.
This was out of what, the Highlands?
No. Point.
No.
No, Belmont.
No.
Belmont, yeah.
Oh, no, you're wrong.
Islands?
This was either at a Keyport or the Highlands.
Could be.
We didn't go down that far. I remember this trip.
Man, look at the size of those blues. They don't catch.
Could have been Belmont.
No, it wasn't Belmont. I remember it was closer by to East Rutherford. Is Ronnie?
It
Is
was?
wrong? Yeah. I guess this was you
No.
filming, unless it was one of the
No.
mates.
I don't think it was way up there, Albert.
It's Ray Drew, right? Ray Drew?
Yeah.
I'd say it was
Right.
Belmont.
Belmont? I don't know.
And Ray Drew.
Ray
What was-
Drew is who?
Ray Drew was Edie's stepfather.
Right.
And
More-
Vinny
more-
Fagan was her
More focused, you
brother.
could have said the guy in the white hat is Ray Drew.
There
Guy
he
in
is.
the white
again.
hat is Ray Drew.
That's what I'm getting at.
Bob Costa right
In
there.
a white
in the
t-shirt.
back here. That's
Johnny
Bob
Romanelli
Costa.
in the hat.
Right.
And that the guy, that's Ernest Hemingway,
Right.
running the boat.
The old man and the sea. I always wanted Dad to see that movie and he never got to see it. I thought he would have got a kick out of it.
Look at that young guy. I'm skinny guy.
Kid, how old were you? 12?
No, 12, man. I was about, this is all like in the 50s. It's all before we moved down to Point Pleasant. I must have been about 16 or 17. Something like
You
that.
don't look that old there.
You were 16.
All right, we gotta stop.
Did they give you a hook on
We're
that?
gonna go over to the other
All that
side.
had was a reel and string.
Okay, good.
It's not running, Michael.
Oh, because I thought I.
Celia.
Cecilia.
I'm coming over here.
Okay, so now we're back to the video.
So,
No walking on the furniture.
Oh, I always walk my first.
so let me tell you,
So,
okay? This trip,
Right.
we rented the whole boat ourselves, right? There was
That's
nobody else
correct.
on ourselves.
that's right.
I'm pretty sure it was not in Belmont, but who knows? It
I
seems
just
to,
told you that.
you just said it was Belmont. I'm telling you, I don't think it was Belmont. Now, was Edie on this
He
trip?
never rented boats out of Atlantic Highlands, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, but I think Johnny did it. I think Johnny arranged this trip.
Could be right.
I think Johnny
I
arranged
Well,
can't
it's
it.
funny
dispute
that
it with you.
Edie's not there, because, you know, I haven't seen her yet, but I mean, you got Barbarino and his wife, you got Bob Costa, his friend Kenny Kubicki. I mean, I can't believe that Edith wasn't there. And
She is there.
Edith's stepfather was there.
She is there.
Maybe she is there.
I didn't see Edie.
Well, not yet.
Not yet. I guess she didn't get in the
Still
his
more.
Ray. High hook, John. High hook. He won the pool.
Johnny?
No, I think Ray Drew actually won the pool.
Oh.
I think so. That's his fish right there.
It's a nice sized bluefish.
He's still not living, Ted, is he?
No.
This is skiing.
This is probably New York State.
This is Hunter Mountain.
Yeah.
Me, you, and Edie.
No, this is not Hunter Mountain. This is Bel Air.
Oh, Bel Air, rather. Bel Air. This is when you knew how to ski. Edie and I were trying to learn how to ski.
The snowplow.
The snowplow. I think I got pictures of some poor guy that's coming up later on. You're coming down. This is you, Teddy.
Is this me?
I think, no, wait a minute, no, that's not, yeah, is that you? No, that's not you.
me.
That's not you.
Is that Edith?
No,
Yes, I think it was.
no, she
What it
couldn't
looked
ski
like.
that good.
No?
No.
Oh, she could have been on a wild ride.
That was not her. Because we were on a,
The only thing that would stop
we
me.
were on a bunny
No, the
trail.
only thing that would stop me was a tree.
In those days, everybody did get stopped by trees. They had no safety in those days. Now you gotta wear helmets. Well, no, I think this is you, Ted.
More
This
of them
is you.
getting killed now
This is
than
me.
before.
This is Ted Vetrini coming. Look at those,
Whoa,
look
man,
at those
will you
stem.
look at those
Look at
moves?
those moves.
Will you look at those? That was
Look at him, look at him.
Olympic material.
Look at that hat.
pre-Olympics.
Look at it.
That next year I was at the Olympics. Now I remember this. And on that film, I had my skis on backwards.
Where is this, New York State?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bel
It's
Air, right? You said
up
Bel Air.
close to Hunter, New York. General area. This may be me again, hold on.
That's the red, here he comes.
Huh?
What a performance.
Ted, you were fantastic. You
Oh,
could
Bob Costa taught me how to ski.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You're a regular Claude Kelly.
Yeah.
You take lessons?
Right, now watch it, I run into a tree.
Stop. Now, who's that falling
That
at
looks
me?
I don't think Edie was alone on his trip.
Wait a minute, I think so, wait a minute. I think you see you later on.
I think
You put your finger
I
in
think
that.
I kept her home in the closet.
I think you should have left her up in the woods.
Wait a minute, how come we got all these blanks here? All right.
leader.
Okay, now this is me and Edie trying to learn how to use the rope,
Oh,
rope
yeah?
toe.
Okay.
The old-fashioned rope toes. That's me.
Holy mackerel.
That's Edie.
That's a snowplow.
That's right. We just
Oh,
learned
there's
that, Edie. I
Edie.
told you. So this is the bunny slope. Look at that form. Look at that.
Watch out, you're gonna run that guy over.
There she goes.
What year was
She
this?
goes.
Would you
I
say?
don't know, Teddy. What year?
You're bow-legged.
What year would this be? This is like
I can't
54, 5, 6, something like that.
You weren't married then, were you?
Here, no.
Hey, Edie.
No.
I don't think so.
This is the rope toe.
That's the way we used to go up the mountain.
What year did you get married to Edie?
How many years?
No,
What
what
year?
year?
I got married to Edie in
That's me. Going up.
59.
That's me going up.
No.
Red hat.
58.
Look at this poor guy couldn't get up on a rope top for the life of money. The poor guy. I was getting good.
You were.
I was getting good. Look at me. We both were. You must have been taking these pictures, Ted.
I guess
I
so.
guess so.
When was the last time you were skiing?
Edith?
You.
Was the last time I skied?
Yeah. That was it. That was your
No, I
career.
skied
The
there.
last snowstorm.
I think in the Olympics.
Here he goes again. In the Olympics.
In the Olympics.
Go see Edie up the snow. I tell you, talk about crude. They had to pull you up there with a rope.
That's right, the
There
old
was no
rope
such
toss.
thing as a chairlift.
You held on to a rope, right?
Yeah.
No, there weren't. They didn't have chairlifts in the other.
If they
the
did,
big
because
hills?
that place was kind of like new to skiing, they
Right.
did not.
What the hell is this now? We're back on a boat.
I told you.
Okay,
it's
no
not
continuity.
continuous.
I get that. I get that.
This is another day.
Well, you know what the case was. I had the film in there, you're shooting camera. That's what it was. It just kept shooting and shooting and shooting. That's why.
Listen to me.
Somebody spliced all these together.
Somebody spliced all
It's the
these
same
together.
trip.
Well,
Same
it certainly
trip, yeah,
wasn't
Same
me.
trip.
Well, this is the beginning of the
Who the
trip.
hell was
This is the
the
beginning of the trip. This is just starting
Control.
out.
Here it is.
Yeah, getting on the
That's
boat.
Bob Orsino one is.
Maybe I did splice them together. We're done.
Listen, I'm not looking for a nomination, right? We're looking to do
Don't
this.
be so damn serious.
I'm not, it's not that I'm not being serious. I could joke around too, but I want you to get it done.
We're getting there.
Yeah, I know you,
back.
you are,
We're
you are,
getting
yeah,
there.
you're
We're
right.
coming back Tuesday, don't worry.
Right, well,
Tuesday?
He's bullshit. He's not coming back.
For dinner, we're coming back.
where the heck's the P? Right. All right, so now we're rolling again.
So we're
We're
back
on
to
the bluefish
Just
trip.
the bluefish strip. This is the beginning.
You asked me earlier if I wanted a glass of water, and I said yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I'll get it.
No.
No.
No, I'll get it. Sit up.
There's Edie right there.
Wait, oh, that's
That's
right.
Edie.
How about that?
See, this is the same
It's a
trip.
Oh my God.
See, it's the same
She
trip.
had a very, like a boy's haircut.
Yeah, she has a, what do they call those?
Pixie.
Boy's
A
haircut.
pixie.
Pixie.
Pixie, right.
I'll get you some water. You want some water, Ray?
No, thank
I do. Ice water. Thank you very
Michael?
much.
Ray.
No, I'm good.
Who's this guy again?
Bob Orsino.
Bob
He
Orsino.
passed away as a young man, you know.
He was
Relatively
he was only in
young.
his 30s.
No, he was old. He was, yeah, I would say in
He
his
was
late
in his
30s.
30s, Bob.
Yeah, you're right.
How's Vinnie Fagan doing?
I haven't seen Vinnie in 25 years.
What about Karen? What is she doing?
Karen, she's still cutting hair in a place in Tom's River.
Really? No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, Johnny's.
Boy, that's nice.
Yep.
Life is short.
Patience is a virtue.
Who's that?
That's Dad or Ray Drew?
I think it's
I
Ray
think it's Ray
Drew.
Drew.
I think it's Ray Drew.
What was his wife's name? Ray Drew's
No,
wife?
that's Grandpa, I think.
You think so?
There was
Could be.
Little Edith and Big Edith.
Did you used to play pool with Bob? You play pool down his cellar? He had the pool table?
Yeah. And he was an ace, Bob Racine.
You didn't
Him and
see
his
me.
father.
You were never there when I was there.
There's Edie.
I know, we spotted her before you did.
Yeah, well.
Nobody got seasick on this trip either, that I remember.
That's
I didn't get-
Dad there?
That's Dad,
Yeah,
that
okay,
hat
all
on,
right,
yeah.
that's him.
In fact, I still got that hat. Look at Mom. Mom didn't like boats and she didn't want to fish, but she went along anyway.
So I must have been the one shooting this stuff.
I guess. But nobody else took the camera away
Yeah, but
from you.
nobody took the camera because I'm not in
I
there.
don't see you fishing at all.
No,
So maybe it wasn't you. Maybe you didn't go
Maybe.
on this trip.
maybe, I don't think so.
Look at all those boats out there. The Blues must-
I know Jean would never go. She'd never get on a boat. She was afraid of boats.
Man, the Blues must have been really running those days. Look at those guys. They don't run like that anymore, I guess, huh?
Not that size anymore. Oh, they still catch them, but not up in the they was 16, 17 pound class fish.
Wow.
You watch, if you see a fish up close, how big he is.
They fished out.
They used to tear your arm off.
Yep, I remember all it. It was a hard work.
Big blues.
It's a small. What the hell do we do with all of those fish
Yeah.
anyway?
Just
Must
as
have gave them away.
We did, thank you very
Must have
much.
gave 'em
Thanks,
away.
Bill.
This is yours, Al. You're
You
welcome.
certainly didn't eat a hell of a lot of bluefish. I don't remember eating
I don't
much.
remember eating them either. We
It's
had to
not-
give
You're
them
not
away.
recording, right?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Oh.
You must have gave most of them away. I don't know who took them because bluefish, not, most people don't even like it.
Michael
Well,
likes it. Michael likes it.
It's a very strong fish. I mean,
Who likes it?
tasting.
Michael, your
Oh, I
son said
know
he
he
likes
likes
it.
it. I know that.
He likes the dark meat.
Yeah, but, you know, generally, most people don't like it. But
That's
there
a big
again, it's
fish.
really,
Oh,
you
my
That's
know,
a
you know how to fix it.
17-pound
It's
bluefish
another
right
story.
A kid, Roy Olson, and we were palling around together in East Rutherford High School. That's
Yeah.
how we got to go on this trip.
there. Uh-huh.
And I tell you, he on the rail, and he sat on the rail, and he popped his wallet out. That's Dad taking a crap in the woods. Dad, in Maine, he's waving the toilet paper. See him waving?
Is that
That's
Dad?
toilet paper.
Okay.
So I guess I was taking a picture of that, or Ray was, somebody. This year I just gotten out of the Army, I think, on this trip to Maine. I think, at Harry's.
And you thought your family was crazy?
Well, I'll tell you, you're lucky nobody shot him waving that white flag around there.
That's true.
The back end of a deer.
Alright, so what is this?
This is
Hunting,
Maine, Harry's
hunting.
hunting camp, hunting in Maine.
Maine. That's in
I was in
Maine.
the 8th grade.
Did you go to, you went to Maine?
I was in the 8th grade, and I took a week off from school, and here's Dad coming out after waving the toilet paper,
Okay.
coming down the road.
I also took a week off
You
in
took a
high
week off?
school, yeah. I
But
took
this-
I don't know if it was the same trip you went on.
No, you wouldn't have been- you were-
went
you-
in 1947.
Right.
This is years later. Well, 8th grade, it's
Well,
like,
right, you're
I
only-
was in high school,
You were only in the 6th grade then.
56 or 55, 55, 56.
Bob LaHoolia there, no?
Bob LaHoolia? Me?
There's you.
That's me.
That's not
That's
Maine.
Dad. Yes, it's Maine.
It is
That's
Maine.
Al Sikora's crew. That's
This is
Johnny.
Pennsylvania, I think.
No, it's Maine.
You sure? Yeah.
Definitely. I never hunted in Pennsylvania.
You never did, huh?
Nope, never hunted in Pennsylvania. There's What Me Worry. Remember that guy?
No.
I tell you, we call him What Me Worry. All his clothes were hand-me-downs. Now, what's Dad doing there? This is where he would take out the peaches and the bananas. See,
That's right.
he's waving to
He's
everybody.
he's waving the peaches.
No, he was describing a big buck with big horns.
That one, right there, the big one, yeah. Large.
I told him, I said, after a while, you know, when Tommy and, they started to hunt and everything, and to see these guys, they climbed trees. I said, that was your whole problem, you couldn't climb a tree.
Climb a tree, yeah.
he would've, in his day, they would've got deer if he knew how to climb a tree.
Exactly.
They didn't hunt out of trees and then,
No.
as I know,
No.
they did not hunt
Maybe in
out of
other,
trees.
other states and stuff, but
Yeah.
in Maine.
Yeah.
Was this far from the camp? Did we have to drive to this place?
I don't remember. I'm looking to see what kind of guns we were using there. If there's rifles there, that's gotta be the
Well,
main.
he's telling a story
Oh, that's
about
Maine.
something.
It's the only trip I ever made with this crew. I know it's.
That's Al's friends, I think,
Yeah,
no?
those are guys.
Double barrel shotgun.
I
He
know.
didn't go to Maine with a double barrel shotgun.
Yes, he did. They didn't have. He didn't have a rifle. They went out and bought a deer. These guys.
Right.
The three
They
of them
rode
in
around
Maine.
East Rutherford.
They rode it around
Maybe
with
right.
Al Secor, those two jabonis there. They
Right.
bought a deer and they showed it at some bar and they claimed that they had shot the deer.
Yeah, them guys, they had deer stacked in their barns and selling them all the time,
Right,
the residents.
that's true.
That was a nice rack buck, too. I tell
Are
you.
you recording this? Are we talking on this or not yet?
We're talking.
Oh my God.
We're talking. It's a
We're not
narration.
You're not
It's going to be
supposed to be
narration. So Michael's going to put.
Oh my God.
He's going to sit there and spend 15 days trying to get all this
That's,
straightened out.
Mount Katahdin.
Mount Katahdin. Say, I tell you it was Maine.
Was there a sign there that said Mount Katahdin?
Is there any mountains like that in Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
That's where, hasn't Sam got his place up there?
Who?
Sam, we Schubert, Sam.
Not near Katahdin.
Katahdin, no?
Harry's camp. Harry's.
That's right,
Right.
you're right.
Told me.
I'll tell you
What do we spend, $35 a week there, right?
$42.50 a week.
$250.
Yeah.
With meals.
Yeah.
With meals.
Oh, man.
We'll give you an aside. You see that?
That's
cabin
right.
down the
That's
back
right.
there?
That's right.
That's where we stayed. Okay, that's where we stayed, Dad.
Yeah.
And, you know, and when I started to teach, the guy who was my supervisor, Herb Bueller,
Yeah.
he spent his honeymoon in that cabin.
Did he?
You're kidding.
Yeah. I told him about it. He says, "You went to Harry's? That's where I spent my honeymoon in Harry's." I thought nobody knew about Harry's.
How about that? Didn't he become a congressman or something?
He was a senator for one term in Jersey.
Right.
One term. He tried to get to become governor.
He did run for
He
governor.
tried to get the nomination
Oh, he
for
never
governor.
got it?
He came in 16 out of 16, I think it was.
Hmm.
Is this still
I
Maine?
think this is still Maine. This is still Maine.
Maine don't normally have those mountains, you know, where we hunted. It's all flat. Don't you remember how flat it was there?
Teddy, you just
Well, I
saw,
know,
you just
but
saw
I'm
Harry's.
saying-
Maybe, unless it was a
Well,
different
it was
spot.
Harry's is right, that was Harry's, no
Well, that
question
definitely
about
was
it.
Harry, but these mountains don't look familiar like Maine. I mean, I was in Maine 3 years. I never remember these mountains.
Well, it looks like the same spot to me.
Did we shoot any deer on this trip, or just those guys who
I
bought
think
it?
they just bought that. I don't remember
That's right, I
shooting
think that was
anything.
the only deer they got,
Yeah.
the one they bought. That's right.
Now, this is I don't, this is in Maine. Let me see. No, this is not Maine. I don't think so.
It's Al Secor,
It's
isn't
Al
it?
Secor. I don't know who that kid is. I don't know who that kid is.
Johnny,
Look
I
at that
think.
car. That's Johnny right there? That's not
No,
Johnny.
it's not Johnny.
Well, I'm looking from the side here, I can't really tell what I thought it was him.
This guy was
That's
a
Al's
little-
brother.
That's Hal's brother?
That's gotta be Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that gotta be Pennsylvania.
That's Pennsylvania.
That's not me, no. Somebody got it. That's my deer. I shot that deer.
Did you? Yeah.
This is New York State. I never hunted Jersey. I never hunted Manhattan. Yeah, that was I got that.
You never hunted
That's a
Pennsylvania?
LaHulia. Right there. Not LaHulia, I mean your friend out in Indiana.
LaGreca.
Oh,
LaGreca. LaGreca.
Is that right?
I think that's you. Is that you?
Yeah, that's the Greca there.
That's a
Or
little,
the guy on the right. That's you.
Is it?
And with the brown hat on. I think so. That's the first deer I ever got.
did you have your eyes open when you shot
No,
that?
that was just a throwaway shot. No, there's another one. Now we're back to Garfield, New Jersey with Jeannie.
That's Gene skating.
Who was that guy skipping him in by?
I think he was a cousin, right, Ray? Might be.
No, her nephew.
Her
That was her
nephew?
nephew.
Kozdek.
Right. And I think her niece is also, and that's, no. I think her niece is in there too.
I think you're right.
This This is on, in Garfield, and not Outwater
Right.
Lane, no?
Right.
Outwater Lane, what was this? Is this a lake?
It was a pumping station.
Oh, I always knew what the hell that was. This is, her niece?
That's her niece, yeah.
You ever see her again?
No. She married a very wealthy guy.
Did she?
Well, he became wealthy.
Uh-huh.
He had some kind of a business.
What was her name?
Gazdeck.
Oh, her last name, her first name.
Uh,
Kostek.
no. What was her name? I slipped her
Gustav.
mind.
Gustav. Heidi.
Her sister had two
Sandy.
boys and her. What?
Sandy.
Sandy.
It was a Sandy and.
Sandy
and-
Gazdeck. Sandy, right.
How
Sandy.
come we don't see you skating here?
I'm taking a picture.
Oh, you hiding in a car?
I'm the photographer.
You're the photographer of this trip?
That's what the hell it
Uh-huh.
says.
Except for the very, very end here, coming up.
I never was on a skateboard. No. Neither a roller skate nor an ice skate.
Really?
No.
Oh,
I was never on a bike until we came to Point Pleasant.
No kidding.
I thought you got hit on a bike.
Not me.
Yeah.
Right there, you just missed him.
Sandy Gazdeck. That's the brother of her brother. Joe. Joe Jr.
Did you take any films when you were a kid?
This is hunting again. We're back to
We
hunting.
didn't have a camera.
Didn't have a
We didn't
camera?
have money to buy a camera. I wish we had, yeah. Took a lot of great.
Is that your 410 Al?
No, that's my fox. That's me and you,
You're right.
P-Pack Gladstone,
Okay.
and we went down together, and I was filming each other, and we went down into the woods, and we illegally shot squirrel's nest, you and I.
Right. You know, unfortunately, my broker talked me into buying a damn bank up there, P-Pack Gladstone. I hate to tell you how much money I lost on it. I still own it, but
Bank, what are you talking about, bank?
I'm telling you, I bought stock in
Not
Oh, a
pertinent.
stank, a stock rather, stock.
P-Pack Gladstone.
Yeah, the
Oh.
stock stank.
Own it.
Not pertinent to the video.
Okay, so here we are.
Certainly is.
Now this land here, this land belonged to a water company.
That's right.
Okay, there I am shooting at a squirrel's nest, right there, right?
It's illegal.
There's the evidence.
There's the evidence right there. And Mom worked with the caretaker's
Right.
wife,
Wife.
and that's we got permits to hunt on this property.
Exactly.
When they worked in the Prudential Insurance
Insurance
Company in Newark together as young girls.
So her husband was the superintendent
Right.
of the water.
Is this
Right.
the day you shot yourself?
What was it, a water company or reservoir? Reservoir.
It was a reservoir
Reservoir.
or whatever.
And I brought you to the hospital to save your life?
You wish.
There I am shooting a squirrel.
Squirrel's nest. On tape. Don't give this to a. Don't
Well,
give
you have a shot with a squirrel's nest.
You know what? There were no squirrels in those nests.
No squirrel.
There. Now we're back to the same spot.
That's me.
Bow hunting.
That's Joe and I. That's me with a Maine guide hat on.
Thank you, dear. Don't take that away from me.
I'm not.
Here, just in case we weren't gonna see any
That bow was
I
so
brought
weak.
this along.
That bow was so weak that you could use suction caps on it. I don't think it would ever kill a deer.
Really?
No, it was nothing to it. I don't know where I got it.
I remember Dad trying to teach Dad how to use a bow. So he wanted to go bow hunting in October too.
Yeah. I don't. He never went with a bow.
I think he tried.
Yes, he
He
did.
did
I
try.
think he tried. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You getting tired, honey?
You brought this?
No.
Uh,
Give him a
Petty.
coaster. Give him a coaster.
you brought this?
Yeah, I just wanted to show him a picture of himself, that's all.
Now we're back to where Dad's
Thank you, dear.
going down the road to Case's farm. I must have been about 12 or 13 in this picture.
Windows open in your car. I hear thunder. Somebody's car windows are open.
There he is. Giving out the candy. It was pretty cheap of him to only give a box of candy, wasn't
No,
it?
it's, well,
Shreve's candy.
Well, he used to bring other stuff.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he brought other stuff.
I
I
can't
think he
remember.
brought a bottle of booze with
Who's
him.
that?
Oh, right.
Yeah, he did.
Joe Romanelli?
yeah,
Uh-huh.
Joe.
Joe. What an outfit. Look at those pants, those corduroy pants. I think they were your corduroy pants, Teddy, from 1938.
Well, they still make corduroy pants. For
Oh,
sure.
this was the day you shot yourself.
What a motley crew. We went-
It wouldn't be any fun if we, you know.
So how many people were on this trip here? It's Joe and me and Dad. Who else?
I must have been there,
Johnny
taking
was-
pictures.
Johnny?
Johnny was the one who was doing the filming here.
Johnny?
Yeah,
This is at Cases.
Yeah. The cases.
Joe with 2 guns. Is that all? We got 5 guns, we got 1 bird, 1
Right.
robin.
Is this the
Terrible
same?
day.
I don't know if it's the same day or not.
Who's that
I guess
holding that up? Is that Johnny?
Joe.
Joe.
Joe?
Me, Dad with his gut-covered bananas and pears.
Rabbit for a banana.
You know, one of them to me. That thunder. It wasn't this trip, but one of the last trips we went. When you guys were out hunting and I stayed. I don't know if you remember this. You guys went out hunting. We had this car, and I took the car and I started to ride around in the field.
On the farm?
In the field. And they came back and they saw me driving the car around the field.
You still didn't have a license.
No, I didn't have a license. I was just driving the car around the field.
Look at Joe with that hero, so. Holy mackerel.
Albert, what is this little thing on the side of this couch?
Makes it goes up.
Oh, raises it.
Joe was busting my water.
I stopped there for some reason.
All right, was it made clear to you that that's Flemington where we were hunting?
This is Flemington, New Jersey.
You're not making it clear to me, you're making it clear to the audience that's gonna be watching this.
Case Farm.
You know, Cage Farm, Flemington, New Jersey.
Actually, it was.
No,
Actually, it was.
Pittstown.
It was
I'm sorry.
Pittstown? I thought it was called like Frenchtown.
No, you know
No,
where this is?
Pittstown.
I know where this is. This is Buttermilk Falls.
Did you take Celia up there?
Flat. Yes, I did.
Patterson, it's Buttermilk Falls
This
and
is
Patterson.
No, this is
That
Stokes State
road-
Forest.
You
Don't
can't
stay
go to that
far.
road anymore.
Huh?
Stokes State Farm?
Stokes State Forest.
You
Yeah.
can't go there anymore, they closed that road off.
Yeah, I know, and I went down it the last time. I wrecked my car, taking
Is it?
Sealy.
Really?
You
And
can-
when we got there, but anyway, this is trout fishing in
Yeah.
Flatbrook
Right.
with Teddy and I. Who else? Bill Miller
Yeah.
is in
I
this
remember.
picture. I think the
Yeah.
3 of us. That's
You're
Bill Miller,
you're
right?
Yeah,
That's
Bill Miller, that's
Yeah.
right. You got any take on his history today? You know anything about
I
him?
saw him several years ago at a reunion.
You did.
Yeah.
He wasn't
He
in
lives-
he didn't go to class with you,
He was a couple years behind me.
behind you.
He like lives up around Syracuse, New York.
I don't know who that is. Is that me?
No.
I can't tell.
That's Bill Miller.
It was a nice stream to fishing, boy.
It was the Flatbrook. Yeah, you and I remember we slept
Yeah.
over one time
Yeah.
there.
Most,
one night?
most of these guys you see in these pictures, they hung around my dad's store.